Hey Geminis, welcome to your weekly reading for the week of June 30th. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. Let's see what's coming through for you. So, June is over and done with. We are stepping into a new month, new possibilities, new opportunities. You can, yes, so if you want to book a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. Send me an email to schedule a reading. Seven of Wands is your first card. Page of Swords. Seven of Cups. And Ace of Swords is on the back of the deck. So you have Ace of Swords, Page of Swords. So with this week is all about communication. So the reason why this is happening is because Mercury pre-shadow period begins on June 30th. That's beginning of the week, and retrograde and actual retrograde is happening on the 17th. But the shadow period begins 2 weeks before the actual retrograde, and the energy, it lasts 2 weeks after the retrograde. So we are talking about the entire July. So during the Mercury retrograde, exactly what's happening now? I can't speak. So Mercury has to do with communication, technology, and things like that. So during the retrograde, we might come across some communication challenges. We might come across some delays, setbacks, things like that, and so this energy here has to do with some frustration. It's like maybe you are trying to get something done. You might come across some delays. It could also be disagreements, things like that. So just be aware of this energy. There is nothing we can do. Certain things are just not in our control. So it's important to work with this energy and work with what you got, and know how if it's possible to take it easy. Okay. And yes, but retrograde is a great time to go inward. It's a great time to for self-reflection, contemplation, and also redo something, make amendments, reconnect with our heart, and self-care, things like that. So if there is something that like for instance, if there is a project or something that you are working on, you might come across something and then you might have to go back and redo things. So retrograde is a great time to do that, so that can lead to some frustration, but then maybe it's happening for a good reason, so we don't want to force anything. We don't want to struggle with anything. If there is something you are coming across, remember to just take it easy and don't. So know what's worth fighting for, and it's important to choose your battles wisely. So Ace of Swords. This is again something to do with communication. However, it could be you coming across some new information, new insights. It could be you reaching out to someone, connecting with someone here, and so having a conversation. For some, this is information. If there is something you are trying to do, but looks like that is a challenge. So whatever it is that you are hearing, this is a challenge. For some, it could be that this is like if you are in your conversations that you are having with someone, this is where you are over explaining things, Gemini. Maybe you don't need to, so it's all about, maybe that person will get it when they are ready, if it has something to do with a particular relationship, or it's about just taking it easy. With this, it feels like certain things are not clear at this moment. Avoid making any assumptions. It could be relationships. It could be something that you are trying to the things that you are working on. If you come across any delays, it's important to ask the right questions. It's important to do your research. things like that. So looks like certain things are not as they seem. Okay, this is also projections, and the same energy, same cards came through for Taurus as well. It could be that Taurus is in your chart, or yeah, it could be collective energy that we all are coming across. So don't let the surface issues affect you much. It looks like with this, the complete information is not there, but yeah, but this is where you will yeah, this is where you are coming across some new information. These are two people who are like having some kind of like disagreements. So this is where it could be the other person, it could be you. Someone here is feeling suspicious, a little bit trust issues is also coming through. Suspicious and cautious, they are fighting the storms. Yeah. For some, it could be you fighting with yourself, Gemini. Uh, Meaning, it could be that you have things to do, but maybe you are exhausted, but you are still pushing through. You are feeling passionate about things, and these are also the things that you can't put away for another day. So even though you are exhausted and tired, you are still pushing through and completing things. So just be aware of this energy. No advice. I mean, I'm the same way. So I don't want to give you any advice, but it's important to, also take a break and breathe and stretch our body, and just look at the sky, whatever is possible. Listen to some soft music just to calm the mind and calm the body, so that is important. So with Seven of Cups, okay, Seven of Cups is where you are coming across new like invitations. It could be new opportunities, it could be all the things that you want to do, all the things that you have to do. So it looks like busy. It could be mentally busy, like this is something, all the things that you are planning, plans are also something that's coming through. Making plans, your dreams, things like that. So, and this is where you are also coming across some, something unexpected. So what I want to say is, going into the week, remember to stay more organized. Make a list of all the things that you want to accomplish. It could be personal goals, it could be professional goals, your health, things like that. So making a list is that, maybe that will help you stay more organized and on top of your priorities. On the other hand, it's also important to communicate clearly. So it's important to know what is it that you want, Gemini. So you can then communicate your expectations clearly. Otherwise this is a foggy mind. So the reason why this is happening is on the 4th of July, Independence Day, this part of the world. Yes, it could be that for some of you, invitations, July 4th. Yeah, on the 4th, Neptune retrograde is happening in the sign of Aries. Neptune is all about dreams. And retrograde has to do with a foggy mind, confusion in our own mind. So maybe, it could be that you are trying to get things done, but mind is not there. You won't be able to focus on things, and that will be a struggle. So that's the reason I said maybe you are fighting with yourself here. So trying to focus. So what I want to say is, again, it could be happening because of an overstimulated mind. Resting the mind is important, and then maybe come back to it whenever you are ready. On the other hand, if there is something you are trying to finish here, you might come across some delays. But this, when it comes to like opportunities, things like that, just it's important to have a clear conversation to understand what the expectations are. So you don't want to go by the surface appearances of things. It's important to go beyond to understand what's hiding in these cups. There are all kinds of things. So this is shiny object syndrome. You're going for something because it looks good. But so what I want to say is, um, when it comes to important things, it's equally important to really clearly understand what you want. Communication is important, things like that. And for some, it could also be buying, selling. So if you are not clear about what you want, Gemini, then you will just go by whatever the salesperson is asking you to buy, right? So this could be happening in different other areas of your life too. So you don't want to go by what by people's suggestions, their advices. That happens when we are not clear about what we want. So it's important to sit down and clarify your own thoughts, your dreams, where you want to spend your time, your energy, what is important. It's important to protect your energy as well, because this is where you are stressed out. So where is this stress coming from? That is important to know. So you can then pull back your energy. And sometimes it's not about pushing away people. It's not about doing less. It's about knowing how we are doing it. So it's important to stabilize and balance our own energy so we can do more. It's not about doing less. It's about finding a way to do whatever it is that we are doing effectively, efficiently, without feeling overwhelmed or anxious. So how can that happen? Ace of Swords. This is where you are rising above your challenges. You are coming up with a plan. Communication is also happening. You are coming across some new information. So let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. Something to do with with communication, like conversations. This is like, if it feels like you are being overly critical, just be aware, because we all are going through this energy. So this is someone who is like, over explaining things, trying to make someone understand their point of view, and they want them to do things their way. And this is where someone is, a little bit taken aback. They are, yes, this is, they are also fighting back. So two people, and a lot of projections here. So Gemini, just know, like, we all are going through this energy. Just take it easy and know what's important, what's not. Self-compassion is important, and also, so then you can navigate these ups and downs that we come across in our everyday life, without feeling all drained out. Okay, Gemini's, your message is prosperity. This is opportunities. So prosperity could be several things. It could be you coming across new opportunities. It could be, for some of you, this could also be travel, because you have 8 of wands here for some. And then you also have the Fool card underneath. So for some, it could be travel and you coming across different kinds of experiences, like all the places that you want to visit, museums and whatnot. And for some, this is, the possibilities. All of a sudden, you are like, oh, I can do this, I can do that, and I can have this, I can be that, so all these things. uh, Manifestations is also what this energy is. So what I am see what I so yeah, manifestations, this is where you are single-mindedly focusing on something, and this is also alignment, meaning you making choices and decisions that are that that's going to take you closer to your goals, whatever it is that you want to do. And you are, you know working hard, doing the best you can. But then manifestations has to do with energy, Gemini. It's not about working, struggling, pushing, forcing, things like that. It has to do with energy. If that is something that you are trying to manifest, something nice that you are trying to manifest, forcing and pushing won't help. Okay. So you have to also know the energy, how you are feeling. So, yes. So it's important to, again, stabilize our own energies before we uh, go for something. All right, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Okay, let me read this out to you. That's the first card of the deck. And this is a new beginning. Ace of Swords, a new beginning. Okay. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. You are very powerful, and I am here to support your growing power. It's right for you to receive this help as we function as a team. I heard your prayers, worries, and affirmations. I am pouring my cornucopia of prosperity upon you now. So expect unforeseen windfalls and gifts. Notice the new ideas, feelings, and visions within you. This guidance gives you clear direction about actions to take in conjunction with my assistance. Together, we are unstoppable. Be open to receiving. A new windfall of money is coming to you. You have nothing to worry about. Your new venture will be financially successful. Visualize and affirm abundance. Abundance comes to you in many ways, including extra time, support, and ideas. Abundantia is a beautiful Roman and Norse goddess of prosperity, success, and abundance, who is said to bring good fortune and financial windfalls to all who call upon her. She carries a cornucopia of golden coins which trail behind her wherever she goes. One sign that she is with you is that you will find lots of spare change in unlikely locations, and rest assured that Abundantia brings more than pocket money to those who call upon her. She bestows all kinds of prosperity, including increased amounts of time, ideas, and other forms of support. Amazing. So, new opportunities, Geminis. It could also be whatever it is that you are seeking. Manifestations is what this energy is. So, whatever it is that you are seeking, it's coming. So, it could be support, it could be resources, it could be, new inspiring thoughts and ideas. It could be time to do whatever it is that you want to do, friendships, things like that. So, different kinds of experiences is what I am seeing. So stay focused on, keep your thoughts and words and energy positive is what I want to say. And ask for help whenever you need it. I don't know. I mean, that is something that I have to always remind myself. But no, like if that is possible, do it, okay? So, all right, Geminis, this is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Please take good care of yourself. Remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. And have a great week. See you next time. Bye bye.